That's not a surprise, is it? The second most vital element needed for life is water. You can go 3 minutes without oxygen. You can go a couple of weeks without water. I always thought it was 3 days without water until I read a book called The Long Walk about some people who were escaping the Siberian work camp, and they were in the desert and they went nearly 2 weeks without water. Water is the second most vital element needed for life. In fact, where there's no water, you don't usually get people living, do you?
I want to apologise to everyone who's already bought this natural healing handbook. Most herb books just throw random names at you. No doses, no combos, no science.
Water, you don't usually get people living, do you? I always say to people, how much water do you drink? And these are some of the answers. I don't like water. If I drink water, my feet swell. If I drink water, I'm going to the bathroom all day. Those last two answers tell me that the water's not getting inside the cell. So how do we get the water inside the cell? We have to go to the third most vital element needed for life, and that is sodium. The fourth most vital element needed for life is potassium. So let's go back to sodium. In nature, we find the highest amount of sodium in seawater, and seawater contains 92 minerals. Of those 92 minerals, 30%, approximately 30% is sodium, and of those 92 minerals, approximately 50% is chloride. Now, because sodium chloride take up the most amount, they're the first crystals formed when the water is evaporated. So what man does is he scoops up the first crystals formed, he bleaches them white, puts aluminium with it so that it runs freely, and there's your table salt. Table salt is a dangerous salt because we now have two very harsh minerals that if you were to inject both of those into the blood, you would die. There's two harsh minerals and they need all the other 90 to soften them and balance them. The highest concentration of mineral inside the cell is potassium. The highest concentration outside the cell is sodium. And in this bilayered membrane that is around every cell, there are sodium-potassium pumps. And these sodium-potassium pumps are ever going like this, maintaining the balance between potassium and sodium. But when someone's not eating enough fruits and vegetables, and that's where you get most of your potassium, and they're putting table salt on everything far too much, what happens now is sodium levels rise and potassium levels drop. There is a small amount of sodium in the cell, but when this happens, you see osmosis and diffusion happens when the highest concentration merges into the lowest. So now sodium levels inside the cell are rising, which they should not, and the cell swells. What's that called? High blood pressure. The doctor is right. Table salt will contribute to high blood pressure. There's a French doctor named Dr. Lelangre, and he's written a whole book on salt. He said, when people come to me with high blood pressure, I put them on Celtic salt. Why does he put them on Celtic salt? Because Celtic salt contains 82 minerals. It's a hand-harvested sea salt. So the minerals are in the Celtic salt in their balanced form. What about Himalayan salt? In many places, Himalayan salt is a lot easy to get. There's about 75 minerals. So it's pretty good. But I prefer the Celtic salt. And one reason is that the Celtic salt has 3 magnesiums. It contains magnesium chloride and magnesium bromide and magnesium sulfate. Magnesium is a water-hungry molecule, And this explains why the Celtic salt is such a moist salt, especially when we've had a lot of rain, because those 3 magnesiums absorb the moisture. And because magnesium is a water-hungry molecule, it can be used to help the water get into the cell. So when you take a crystal of Celtic salt, put it on your tongue, and some say, how big's a crystal? Well, if you've got high blood pressure, start small, about the size of a sesame seed. I don't have high blood pressure, so I might have about 3 times little sesame seeds. Put it on your tongue, your mucous membranes start absorbing the minerals, the magnesium is taken to the cell membrane, and you drink your water, and that magnesium pulls that water inside the cell. It's the quickest way to hydrate a body. The only time excess water drinking can be dangerous is if people drink too much at once and don't have the minerals that are in the Celtic salt to pull that water inside the cell.
Don't eat breakfast before watching this. This is Becca. She's 62 years old and used to have some
water inside the cell. I've had people complain to me, they say, I'm drinking more water now and now I'm going to the bathroom all day. So I say, are you having the salt? Have a little crystal before every glass of water. And ideally we should be having approximately 8 glasses of water a day. And then I say to them, and don't drink a whole glass at once. I think I mentioned earlier, I drink half a glass as soon as I get up. I go to the bathroom, I drink another half glass. Then I get dressed and have another half glass. But when I start every glass, I have that little bit of salt. So you spread the water over the day. And many people have said to me, thank you so much, that has made a big difference. See, huge water in, it's not long before huge water has to come out. It's like watering a plant. And look how God sends the rain, little by little by little. And when there's a tornado, when there's a torrential downpour, that's when the soil gets washed away and flooding can happen. So remember that with your body. Take it little by little by little by little. It is the best way to take it. Lining our gastrointestinal tract are villi. And on the villi is a receptor site. And that receptor site is to take the glucose through and into the blood. So on this villi we've got a blood capillaries that go all the way through. Now in that receptor site is a carrier. And this carrier is designed to take the glucose through to the blood. But the carrier will not accept the glucose unless it comes with a molecule of sodium. I read this in my anatomy and physiology book. In the anatomy and physiology book, I memorized the sentence so I could give it to you from the horse's mouth. Sodium is the main transport system of glucose across the brush border wall and into the blood. And yet what are we told? Don't eat salt. Well, I agree with the table salt because it causes this imbalance of minerals in and out of the cell, absolutely. And did you know that sodium chloride is so strong it can kill the taste buds? Have you seen people that eat table salt? They put it on everything and they put it on before they've even tasted it. Well, no wonder, their taste buds are dying. Whereas Celtic salt, with all of its minerals, it enhances the flavour of the food. Now the red lentils we had this morning, a few people have said, what's in this? I've even served it at my house at breakfast and people have said, is there chicken in this? And I know why they say that, it's because it's so flavoursome. Well, it has a little olive oil, some herbs, nice if you can get fresh or Italian herbs, and some Celtic salt and a bit of turmeric, that's it. I rinse it very well, it must be rinsed well first. And I do that just before it's fully cooked. And yet, as you can see, it's delicious. See, I'm not interested in cooking up onions and garlic, and much as I love that in my lentils, I'll do that at lunchtime. But in the morning, I've got hills to run up and down, creeks to jump in. I'm not interested in being in the kitchen for a long time, and that's a very quick dish to make. So sodium not only is required to get the glucose into the blood, it's also required to get the water into the cell. So it's sodium. It's the third most vital element needed for life. And you can get that information on the 4 vitals in any anatomy and physiology book, chemistry book, biology book. I'm just giving you the facts here. So as you can see, water is very important. But so is the salt. And again, the potassium is found in all your fresh fruits and vegetables. Calcium cannot get into the cell by itself. It needs vitamin D. When vitamin D is present, the calcium is pulled inside the cell. And remember, I showed you the other day that calcium's called the king because when it gets into the cell, all the other minerals piggyback on the back of calcium. Something else happens. I'd like to go back to this for a moment. When the magnesium's put on the tongue and you have the glass of water, or half a glass, a little bit later the other half glass, that magnesium pulls the water inside the cell. And in the bilaid membrane that is around every cell, there's a little motor. And when the water's pulled through the membrane and into the cell, it causes that little motor to start spinning. And the spinning of that motor gives us a unit of energy.
Hi American parents, I am offering a free class of my best-selling math program. Here, your child will
Causes that little motor to start spinning, and the spinning of that motor gives us a unit of energy. So when you're feeling a little tired or maybe a little bit peckish mid-morning, have the salt and have the water and you'll get a little bit of a pickup. So when everyone's going outside to have their cigarette or their cup of coffee, you have your crystal of salt, your glass of water. Absolutely, if you're working in an office, go outside and find a tree. Remember what the trees are giving off? Life-giving oxygen. Breathe deeply from your abdominal muscle, and that blast of oxygen, remember what the oxygen does at the cellular level? Oxygen will give you 18 times more energy. We've looked at the inside of the workings of the cell a few times, and the way I explain it, it looks like there's one energy cycle per cell, but it is not true. So what I've drawn for you here is a whole lot of little energy cycles. In fact, in the muscle cell, you can have 100 energy cycles to a muscle cell. I can hardly get my mind around that. And that's why the saying that you will receive more energy than you expend on your morning walk, because each one of those little energy cycles will give 18 times more energy if enough oxygen is going into your body. Glucose, it can't get into the cell by itself. It has to have insulin. Insulin's the key that unlocks the door to let the glucose into the cell. And what happens with many people, before diabetes develops, insulin resistance develops. You've heard of insulin resistance? And when insulin resistance develops, the cell's resisting insulin, so the glucose can't get into the cell, so the glucose stays in the blood, and the brain says to the pancreas, more insulin, but the problem's not more insulin, the problem is there's insulin resistance at the cellular level. So what causes the insulin resistance? It's the high carbohydrate, high sugar diet. It's just the cell gets to the point where it says, we've got enough, sick of the sight of you. So how to recover from insulin resistance is to get the glucose, those carbohydrates, right down. Get the fibre up, the good proteins and the healthy fats. That's the best way to recover from insulin resistance. But you just imagine for a moment, and this is happening in America a lot today, people are not drinking enough water, they're not having the whole salt, and they're definitely not having many greens, which is where your magnesium is, so the little bit of water they're having is not getting inside the cell. They don't go out in the sunshine because they're scared of getting skin cancer. So they're not getting their vitamin D, so the calcium can't get in and the minerals can't get in. And they're trying to lose weight, so they've listened to a lot of the media hype that you've got to stop the fat because fat will make you fat. So they're on a high carbohydrate diet. Remember what fat will do? It'll give you satisfaction or a satiation, a full feeling. But if you're not having any fat, you just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. The whole packet of cookies goes, the whole chips go. There's not a sign in your body that says enough. It's the fibre, protein and the good fats that will give you that sign. So they're on a high carbohydrate diet, thinking that if they go fat-free, they'll lose weight. And can you see what's happening? The water can't get in, the minerals can't get in, the glucose can't get in, and the body says, what are we going to do? Because remember, this is the CBD of the human body. What are we going to do? And the body says, we've got one last thing up our sleeve. We'll just force it into the cell. That's high blood pressure. So high blood pressure can be a result of dehydration. It can be a result of mineral deficiency, magnesium deficiency. It can be a result of vitamin D deficiency. It can be a result of a high carbohydrate, high sugar diet. It can be a result of inactivity. So there's a whole lot of things that can come together to contribute to high blood pressure. That's why the detective hat has to be put on to find out why these things are so. And in some cases it'll be a bit of this one, in some cases a bit of that one, in some cases other things. And you saw from the first lecture, it seems a long time ago, doesn't it? Back to Monday. We looked at how genetics loads the gun, but it is lifestyle that pulls the trigger. So the cell, and understanding the workings of the cell, is paramount to understanding how these things affect the body. We have a book in our library, and I know we have...
If you're a woman in your late 40s, 50s, or early 60s, you've probably noticed something frustrating.
I know we have it in the library here. It's by an Iranian doctor called Dr. Batman Geheldij. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's called One of the Body's Many Cries for Water. The second title to his book is He's Not Sick, He's Thirsty. The third title to his book is Don't Treat Thirst with Medications. His story is fascinating. I think it was in about the 70s or 80s. He was a political prisoner. And because he was a doctor, everyone came to him when they had problems. And all he had was water. So no matter what the problem was, he'd get them to drink a glass of water. He'd come and see them 15 minutes, he'd give them another glass of water. So usually in half an hour, they had 3 glasses of water. And he was just shocked at how the headaches are gone, the migraines have eased, the stomach ulcer pain had relieved, the asthma attack relieved. He only gave them water because he had nothing else. He just wanted to make, I guess, a show that he was doing something, and because he was doctor, they just drank their water. So he began to document what he was finding because it surprised him. He did not realize, he did not expect the water to have that much of an effect.
Dr. Batman Gelly, you're not sick, you're thirsty. The importance of water, drinking water in small sips, a whole bunch of water at one time. So it's spring cleaning time. We will spend the rest of the week talking about spring cleaning the body. And the water is so important.
A company that builds its foundation on the right principles and keeps them without wavering. A company that reaches the world with integrity. A company that grows with its customers and shares generously along the way. We are Atomy. Since its founding in 2009, Atomy has continued its steady growth, becoming a global network marketing company that can be found all around the world. Beyond customer satisfaction, we have made our customers' success our first priority and that commitment continues today. Providing exceptional quality at an affordable price. This is the essence of distribution and the core of Atomy's strength. From the beginning, Atomy has upheld its absolute quality, absolute price philosophy, which lives within every product we create. Living, food, and home appliances. Hemohim has surpassed 3 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, becoming Korea's #1 exported health functional food. Developed through the national project of the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, Hemohim has acquired 28 international patents as a single product, and in 2024 became in Korea to be certified for both immune enhancement and anti-fatigue functionality, setting new standards in the health functional food industry. Another flagship, Absolute Skincare, has exceeded 1 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It became the first in the industry to receive the Sejong Daewang Award and was selected as a next-generation world-class product by the Ministry of Trade, Industry, and Energy. Atomy practices customer-centric management in every aspect of its business. This has earned us the honor of being the only company in the industry to receive the Consumer-Centered Management Certification 3 years in a row. Since opening our U.S. branch in 2010, Atomy has expanded across Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe, operating in 26 regions worldwide and becoming a global hub connecting producers and consumers. Our products continue to prove overwhelming popularity overseas, leaving Korea in health supplement exports and quasi-drug exports, earning the $300 million export talent and reaching $2 billion in cumulative exports by 2025. Following the launch of our EU branch, we plan further expansion into Africa, Central and South America, and other emerging markets by sourcing products around the world that meet absolute quality and absolute price, and delivering them through our global sales network. Atomy continues to advance its global sourcing, global sales strategy. Atomy's success system, designed and operated directly by the company, enables anyone to succeed, regardless of personal background or experience. It is the driving force that sets Atomy apart. Through dynamic seminars delivered both online and offline, we share Atomy's vision vividly with members worldwide. By merging business with culture, we present a global success system that transcends time and space. To support our global members, we operate the ACT project to cultivate leadership and strengthen capabilities. We also opened the Songnisan Forest, reborn as the center of Atomy's brand experience offering programs and spaces dedicated to success. Atomy is now taking a step further, preparing A-Care, a wellness curation solution designed to enrich every aspect of life beyond physical health. With data-driven personalization and AI-powered care, we help members achieve a balanced lifestyle. To uphold Atomy's principles of absolute quality and absolute price, we empower our partner companies to focus fully on quality. Payments are made in cash within 1 week of delivery. Interest-free operating funds are provided when needed, and a joint quality management system ensures consistent excellence. Through these commitments, we build a virtuous cycle of accompanied growth. Atomy strives for sustainable coexistence with the planet. Through plastic-free initiatives, biodegradable materials, eco-friendly packaging, and resource regeneration efforts. Atomy's culture of sharing stands at the highest level, not only in direct selling, but across the entire distribution industry in Korea. Over the past 3 years, our donation to revenue ratio has been nearly 30 times higher than that of major retailers, ranking number 1 among Korea's top 500 companies. These efforts have earned Atomy accolades in sustainability, public service, family-friendly management, and Great Place to Work Asia's Best Companies to Work For. Atomy's spirit of sharing has spread far beyond Korea, with employees, partners, and members around the world joining in social contribution activities. The company that upholds its principles as it shapes a new culture of distribution. The company trusted by people around the world as it continues to grow globally. The company that looks beyond customer satisfaction and strives for customer success. The company that values the spirit at its core. We are proud. Atomy.
We're proud Atomy. Good morning, family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Hey, morning, Robert.
Happy Tuesday, Miss Nelly. Happy Tuesday.
Thank you, guys. Good morning. Same to you.
Over to you, Valerie.
All righty. Good morning again, everybody. Welcome to the call. If this is your first time, your second time, your third time, please go ahead and introduce yourself to us and let us know who invited you to this amazing call by simply unmuting the mic right beside your name, on the right-hand side of your name, or at the bottom of your screen. So if you'll be so kind to please go ahead and unmute and introduce yourself. Again, welcome. Back to you, CJ.
Okay, so we'll just give whoever you're here for the first time, we'll just give you a minute to give us your shine. As Valerie is saying, just tap the microphone icon, bottom left corner of your screen. Share with us your story. Who invited you? And then you will mute yourself again. Just give you a minute. Okay. So we'll take a quick testimony this morning. Folks, this is the allergy moment. And I suspect that there may be folks around us who are sneezing, sniffling, coughing, perhaps. But we have something to counter all of that. But anyway, let's just pause for the cause. A quick testimonial, a story. Now's your time. Let's hear it.
Good morning. Good morning. This is Igor.
Yes, Mr. Igor. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I have a testimony about the Wood Vital. It's the healthcare product that we have on the Gmall.
Wait. Igor. Wait.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man. Let me. Are we recording? Yeah, I think we are. Listen, man. I've been waiting. Take it away, Igor.
Yes. So the Wood Vital, my sponsor ordered it, my sister ordered it, and for some odd reason, she was telling me the other day that she's been using it for about 2 days, and her scalp used to itch. and it stop itching. And sometimes when you like scratch your hair after you wash and you still feel some residue under your nail, all that is gone. And I spoke to my sponsor, he had the same reaction. It doesn't grow your hair right away if that's what people are looking for. But like for itchy scalp, dry, and it give you your hair a full sense of healthy, meaning that it looks fresh, it smells good. So if anyone wants to try, you still could go to the ATG Mall and order them separately. They still haven't come back with the 3-pack package. So it's still available on the Gmall. So that's my testimony this morning. And please keep taking your vitamin C all year round. Do not stop. Do not stop, because our body doesn't produce vitamin C. So you must take it every single day. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Igor, guess what? I thought that one of the ladies would have been the first to share a vital testimonial, and you have absolutely blown me away, Mr. Igor. I've been wanting to hear, a report about this shampoo, this hair product.
It's a great product. I don't use it myself. I still use the herbal shampoo, and that's what I use for myself. And I still get good result. I have no itchy scalp or anything like that. Because one, I shave all my head, but I still let it grow a little bit and then shave it again. But I have no issues with my scalp. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Thank you, Igor.
But the Wood Vital, I think if somebody has issues with their scalp and hair, they should try it. And watch some video about how to really do the process, so you get the best result that you're supposed to get when you watch those videos, how to proceed with the product.
Correct. The only thank you, Igor. The only thing that I hope that will change pretty soon is its availability, because we have to go to the Korean Mall. But this here product is guaranteed after 4 weeks to regrow here 92.67%. And
yes,
that's on record. They have mastered the science of the biome of the scalp, and they have it all down to a pat. It's called scalp penetration. They have mastered the technology, and wow!
Yes.
Thank you, Igor.
And the other thing, guys, if you don't know about a product, please go on YouTube. There's a ton of video of every product that we have. We have to spend the time listen over to those videos over and over and over and over, like you are praying to God. We have to do Atomy like we are praying to God, and that includes me too. So please, you gotta put some time aside for Atomy. Maybe one video a day of any product. Or if you wanna listen deep into a video, keep listening to it till you catch what you need to catch. So when you're explaining a product to somebody, you're not mumbling about the product. That they know that you know your stuff.
Yes.
We have to do those work. We have to do those work. It's the same thing when we're placing an order. You have to know where you're placing your orders, so you don't waste your PVs. And that's part of the team effort. We have to stay connected. Don't just sign up people just to sign up people. You must work with the person that you sign up, even though if it's not in it's your downline, but somebody else put them. You on top, you have to help those people on the bottom. And I see we're not doing that enough. Thank you.
That's a lot of gold right there, Mr. Igor. Solid gold. Thank you. That's sound advice. And all I can say is, wow. There was a time, Igor, when on YouTube, on social media, there was nothing. Now we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Facebook, we have everywhere we turn, Atomy and Atomy products keep popping up. And then on YouTube, so much information. It's incredible. Thanks for pointing us in that direction, Igor. Thanks for reminding us. Because indeed, the information is available at our fingertips. So yesterday, we touched on what is the topical issue of the moment, all about it's springtime and it's about spring cleaning. We get the junk out, we're cleaning the garage, the kitchen spaces, the home spaces, and the intention right now is in North America, perhaps not necessarily in other countries or in the islands, but it's spring cleaning is becomes a topical issue. And I thought to myself, our bodies do need a moment. The kidney, the liver, and from late last year into this early this year, I've been talking about detoxing. I've been talking about giving the liver a treat, that milk thistle, so very important. The liver is such a hard working organ. Smart memory of, are we feeding the brain? Then the microbiome. We have the probiotic, Atomy probiotic, to make sure that our gut health is up to standard. We must talk about, perhaps later in the week, our Atomy soap, our Atomy laundry detergent, all plant-based. It's time for us to take another look at our detoxing, our homes, our environment, and our bodies. So what I'd like to do, if there isn't another burning testimonial, is to just quickly look at our spirulina this morning again, and right after that, the milk thistle.
Hey, CJ.
Yes, Mr. Nick.
Since I'm here this morning, can we just could we change subjects for a quick minute? And I want to share about the GMO this morning. And there is a new product on the GMO that just came out a couple days ago.
Yes.
And it's all about for your skin. So we don't really mention too much about the skincare or the beauty products. We just focus mostly on the supplements and the household, like you were saying earlier. But do you mind if I jump in just this morning and talk a little bit about the skincare?
Okay, not at all, not at all. And while we have you, I know you're not on top of your game this morning, but I did get a quick call about how it was Joseph. It's okay, just go ahead, Nick. I really want to grab a hold of you to walk some of us through with the quick link, sending out the link. Yeah, if you can.
I could squeeze that into if you don't mind. If you don't mind, I could squeeze that in.
Thank you, my brother.
As well.
A couple of queries came in, and I was going to touch it today or tomorrow. But since you're here, thank you, Nick. Okay,
no problem.
You need to screen share?
Yeah, I need to screen share. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alright. Well, again, good morning, everyone. Usually you guys don't get me that often because of family stuff. So, but I jumped on today because today it's no longer sunny South Florida today. Today is rain central South Florida. So we'll be getting intermittent rain today and tomorrow. So I will be see how things go and if I'm able to be on tomorrow. But just to let you guys know that yeah, I will be unavailable for a while, but since you guys noticed. But since I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick.
Good morning, Nick. Great to hear your voice.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Morning.
and I'm thick as well too, so it's working out really bad for me.
Mhm.
All right, so guys, this is our Gmall. Okay. So if you don't know how to get to the Gmall, there's several ways to get to the Gmall. So let me start back from the beginning. Let me go back. Let me close the Gmall. Okay. So there's several ways to get to the Gmall. You can click on this. You go to your main website, which is us.atomy.com. And then you're going to click this little arrow next to Atomy, next to the shopping mall, and it gives you different links to different malls that Atomy has. Okay. And you can get to the Gmall right here at Gmall. Okay. The other way is to click the Atomy Hub. Also, if you click the Atomy Hub, it brings up all the links as well. That was I showed you just now, and the shortcut to the Gmall is right here. Okay. Once you click the Gmall, it's going to take you totally to another website. So if you just want to get to the Gmall by itself without having to go through our main website, you just have to type in global.atomy.kr. Okay? global.atomy.kr to get to the Gmall, right? Usually what it'll do, it'll pop up. If it's the first time you're going to there, it's going to usually pop up like this. And then it's going to ask you what country that you reside in. If you have anybody that lives in any of these countries, they all could be ordering from the Gmall. But you only can ship it from that country to if you live in any of these countries. So if I was to go to Canada, and then I change the currency down here, which says currency, I could change that to Canada as well, and it'll bring up the pricing. So if I hit confirm here, it's going to take me over to the Canadian website for a global mall. Okay, and it'll show you the pricing and everything for Canada. Okay, but just to let you guys know that if you do switch it to Canada, you have to ship it to someone that lives in Canada. You can't ship it see how you find a product on here, but it's not available on the US, but it's available in the Canada Global Mall. You cannot order it and ship it to the US. You have to ship it to someone in Canada, and then the person, whoever you send it to in Canada, has to ship it to you here to you in the US. But you cannot ship from Canada to the US. Okay, so let me go back to the US. That's where we want to shop from. That's where we reside, in the US. So we're going to change it back to US. We're going to change the currency back to US, and then we're going to hit confirm. All right, so that's how you use the Gmall to switch countries. Okay. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today was the Atomy skincare system, the FAMES one set system. This is brand new. It just came out on the Gmall on the 1st of April. Okay. So if you click on it, it's just like our regular US website. once you click on the item, you'll get a picture of it. It'll tell you what the currency is. So for us in the US, it's $66 for the set. Okay. Just to let you guys know, with this Gmall, the free shipping does not apply to us on the Gmall. Okay. Just like how we have, if you spend $120, you get free shipping within the US. Here in the Gmall, we don't have free shipping. It depends on the weight and the product that you purchase. It will deliberate your pricing for the shipping. Okay. So this is our skincare system made with the famed technology. Okay. So it treats it comes with a treated toner, which is 6.1 ounces, a face and eye, which is 2.2 ounces, and it comes with a balanced lotion, which is 4.2 ounces, and then it comes with a balanced cream. Okay. So we just have to click here to read more about it. There's a value that remains unchanged over time. So this is like another skincare system that is really good for your skin for aging technology. It's like our aging technology. Okay. Will bring your skin back to its natural beauty, shiny way. Can I say it like back to when you were like a baby's bottom, you could see, for this technology. Okay. Nice skin. Okay. The one and only skincare solution that strengthens your skin from a healthier complex. If I'm saying it right. Okay. Alamy Skincare System, the fame going beyond 15 years of continuous over 100 years. Slow aging. So like I said, this is a slow aging technology. Okay. Slow aging helps build the skin, allowing the aging process to unfold naturally and gradually. Okay. So I probably don't do skincare that often, but I know someone who is really good at the skincare, but I'm just going to show you guys the technology. So this is what the physical barrier, and all that, what it does for your skin. Okay. So it comes in a 4-set, and it does do the mineral functionality technology as well. And it's the same technology that we have in our other in our original fame, but this one is a little bit more potent than the original. Okay. So as you can see that it does have dried green tea leaves before color correction and fresh green tea leaves. Okay. So it have both regular green tea leaves and the dried one in the technology. Okay. So you guys could, and then the fresh technology. So you guys could see this is all the ingredients that's in the technology, the fresh herbs. So it have basil, and all these other lavender, which is really good. Anything that have lavender in it is really good for your skin. And the next thing with the lavender is that it also prevents the mosquitoes and bugs and stuff from hovering around you because they don't like the lavender. So you'll notice that they won't come near you. So they show you the process. This is the before extraction, general technology, and then this is the fresh biotechnology. Okay. This is before, this is after. We do our magic with the product. Okay. So what it does is it's a 24-hour aging, 4-hour extraction, and 72-hour fermentation. Okay. And as you guys could read, there's a lot they put into the technology, okay, into creating this particular product. And you guys could read all of this at your leisure, okay, on the Gmall, okay. If you join me tomorrow night, I will be going over some stuff in the back office and on the Gmall, okay. So on how to place your order and all that stuff on the Gmall, okay. Like I said before, it says step 1, so it gives you all the steps on how to use this skincare aging, slow aging technology. So you use a treatment toner first, then you're going to use the face and eye sample, and then you're going to use the balance lotion, and then you're going to use the cream. Okay, so that's all I really wanted to show you guys with the technology. And then this was before right here, and this is after 4 weeks of use. Hey Valerie, you see a little bit difference, right?
I'm sorry?
You see a little bit difference in these two pictures, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
question,
this one,
Nick. Mhm.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, did you mention the price?
It's $66. Yes.
$66 for the set?
For the set. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting because that's really interesting because the original Fame set is $120.
Yeah, this particular set is $66. Yeah, show you. Go back up to the top.
And it's enhanced from the original Fame?
Yeah, it's enhanced from the original Fame. Yeah. See, right here, $66.
Well, yeah, okay. That's great. 66 or 96? Whatever I see there.
No, 66. Mm-hmm. 66.
Oh, yeah, there you go, 66. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, 96,000 is the Korean ones, but 66 USD. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am curious to understand that if they enhance it, why is it so much cheaper than the original Fame? But I will do my research on the.
It may be the
Yeah,
size of the product, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, say that again?
It may be the size of the product. In other
Yeah,
words,
they show you the size. Yeah, they show you the sizes right here. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it may be smaller containers than the original. Okay.
Yeah, could be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome. Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks. And yeah, guys, so that's the product, one of the products that's in the Gmall. This is the other one that Igor was talking about earlier, where you can get the shampoo, the Root Vital Care. Hold on, let me see if I find it again. Oh, it's past all this. Yeah. So here's the Root Vital Care shampoo, and then it has the Vital Scalp Hair pack, and then move this out of the way so I can see. And then right now, the only thing that's available for the but the ample is the 3 set is only available. When I scroll down here earlier, the single one was out of stock. Okay, so all of these are out of stock, all of these items here. So if you wanted the single ample for $10, it's out of stock right now. But they only have the 3, and then they have the set is also out of stock right now. They're working to get the stuff back in stock. It's taking a little bit longer than normal because of the tariffs. So, but like Igor said, you can get these individually. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we do
Hey,
have our skin, our hair color as well, also in the Gmail.
hey, Nick.
Yes, sir.
After so long, because the Root Vital has been out now for almost 2 years, and finally we're getting a testimonial.
Yeah. So, yep. So, yeah. I gotta order it myself too. I gotta try it. They say it out there, it's good for your scalp. But I suffer with dandruff. So if Igor says that it could work with dandruff, then I definitely gotta try it. Yeah.
What it did for me, which was phenomenal,
Mhm.
is that when you sometimes wash your hair, or for me personally, you'll have hair in the shower. My hair stopped falling out like that. And like when I comb my hair after I treated it, nothing on the comb. So for me, that's great because it's sort of kind of preventing the hair from falling out. So
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, that's what it did for me.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it did for me.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I don't really have too much of my hair falling out. I have my hair grows really fast. So right now I have to yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Gabriel was posting something in the chat.
Okay.
Is she now up to speed, Gabriel?
Yes, I think I have the answer. It was
Okay, good.
regarding the Atomy
The
skincare
product and
system.
right.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Atomy.
All right, so guys, so we wanted to go over the quick link real quick. All right. So let's go back to the top here real quick, and then I'm gonna go switch back to our regular website. Okay. All right, so we're gonna close this one. And we're gonna go back to our regular website. So let me sign in to my website here. Second. Sorry. Get into here. All right. So to get to there's 2 ways to get to the quick link. Okay. You could either click your name up here and go that way and click on quick link to join right here. Or you can scroll down a little ways on the shopping mall. And right in the quick area where it says quick, the quick area, quick launch area, there's a section that says link to join. I'm gonna click that as well. All right, it's gonna bring up the box. It's gonna ask you if you want to do a designated sponsor or if you want to do auto sponsor. So everybody knows about the auto sponsor. It builds your it builds to the left. There is no way to create a link for your right side. You would have to use the designated sponsor for the right side if you're building your right side. We did get confirmation from headquarters from Dr. Malone, or Dr. Elmer. I can't pronounce her last name. And she did contact corporate headquarters and to let us know that there is no, you cannot create a link for your right side. They confirmed that as well. Okay. So you have to use the designated sponsor when you're billing your right side. It'll only continue billing your left side. So if you was to do register, it'll come up with your ID, the QR code for your right side, for your left side, and the link. You have either way, you could either put your link. We don't recommend that you put your link on any kind of business card. Also, what headquarters said about the QR code is that if you send it out and someone else registers with it, and that particular person that you use the link for to sign up that person, and then that person decides to go inactive after 2 years with Atomy, that QR code is no longer valid. So, for example, if you was to put my ID and then I haven't ordered within 2 years of joining Atomy, and you used my QR code to sign up someone, if I go inactive with the company, that QR code is no longer valid. They will not be able to sign up under me because my account is gone inactive. So make sure that if you plan to use the QR code, you make sure that your account does not go inactive. Or else
CJ, did you say that's 2 years that you go inactive? 1 year or 2 years of not purchasing Atomy?
2 years. 2 years now. They changed that. They changed that as of June last year.
Oh, okay. And about the designated sponsor, if you don't choose anything like you did previously in the first screen, then it just automatically goes to the left, right? But if you choose designated sponsor, then you get an application to fill out?
No, when you hit designated sponsor, you have to go to your lineage, and choose
and
someone.
then put the number.
Yeah, and put the number. And all it will do is generate so if I was to go to my office and I was to go to my lineage here, right? And I don't have any inactive folks right now because I order under my people, so I don't have anybody inactive. So I hit search. Right now my lineage is very small because I don't have any. I don't sign up folks in Atomy that often. So if I was to copy like right now I need to build my right side, so I copy right next to the number, there's a copy option like a folder. So you click that, it'll copy to your clipboard. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go back to you're going to close your lineage, and then you're going to go back to the quick link. And then you're going to still continue using the designated sponsor, but you're going to put the ID in here, right? And then once you do it, you're going to hit the magnifying glass, which is search. It'll show you where the person's going to go. Okay? So it's going to show that this is my cousin. So it's going to show you that the person's going to go to the left of my cousin. Okay? And then what it'll do is then you click generate, and the only thing that you'll get is the link. So you're going to copy this link. Okay. Confirm. And what I do is, for example, I could text this to someone in my contacts. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if through using my computer, because I have my computer is a Mac, so I have an Apple phone. So my phone I'd be able to text and all that stuff through, or I could also send it via WhatsApp as well on my computer, because I have WhatsApp installed on my computer. Okay. You can send however you want to send it, right? And what the person is going to get is, once they click on the link, right? This does not apply to anyone doing international. Okay. This is only within the US. Okay. So every country has their own designated way to sign up folks. So this is within the US. So they can choose either to be a consumer or they can choose to be a distributor. Okay. We'll be discussing more about the global registration in the future. Okay. So, but you choose which one they want to do it. The difference between consumer and distributor is that a consumer they get their personal volume, but they do not generate any group volume. Okay. The only way to get group volume is to become a distributor. Okay. And there's two additional steps when you're doing distributor. Okay. Compared to consumer. As a consumer, all we need is just your first name, last name, date of birth, and that's it. You create a password and everything, and everything, and that's it. You just become a consumer. It's not going to ask you for those other two pieces of information that the distributor is required. On a consumer also, it's just going to ask you what sponsor it is. That part will be grayed out. All the person has to do is hit continue. Once they reach that part where it's asking for the sponsor, it's already going to be inserted there already for them. All they have to do is hit continue. Okay. For either one. Okay. So if they do a distributor, once they fill out their first name, last name, email address, and all that stuff, it's going to take them to another step where they'll need to put in their full social and hit verify. And then once you hit verify, it's going to hit next, and then it's going to pop up where it's going to ask you to fill out your banking information. Okay. Don't worry. The banking information is not for Adam to pull money out from your account. The banking information is to put your commission into the bank account. But Adami will never take any commission out of your bank account. They'll put commission in, but they will not take it out. All right. So that's the only two pieces of information that a distributor requires is the full social and the banking information. And then once they complete that piece of information, they'll move on to the sponsor information. That, like I said, that section would be automatically grayed out. They won't be able to change anything on it. They just have to hit next, and then they just have to complete the application. Once they hit complete, they'll get their ID and whatever password they created for the account. They'll also receive an email with their ID and password. Okay. But always tell them that if you create your own password, please do share it with me because I need to also be able to get into your account to be able to help you with your PVs. Okay?
Yes, last night I did that with a young man that we signed up in Malaysia, and
Mhm.
we tried to have like a generic password, just like a
Mhm.
name or a couple numbers that everybody has so they remember it. So
Mhm.
I told him the same thing, but you said something about when you went on, you just buy everything under your people, and all the points, of course, go up to the top. But when it
Mhm.
comes to you, does it come in as your personal volume or does it come in as your group volume? You're the one that purchased.
No, it comes up if you're ordering under someone that's under you, it comes up as personal PV for them, but it comes up as group volume for you if you're a distributor.
Oh, Mama.
Okay, so
But
then
if
that would be better if you already have your personal volume to the level that you want. Then you're
yeah,
gonna buy under your other group so they too can be able to get the benefit, right?
correct. That is correct. So we
Okay,
always
thanks.
recommend, yeah, we always recommend that everybody get to close to 10,000 PVs or up to 300,000 PVs. We recommend that you get to 300,000 so that way you reach the first qualifying level, which is the $45. That's how much you're going to get paid with Atomy for the first level. Then the second level is 90, and then the third level is 180 and on. Okay? So, but you have to get your personal volume up to that level. But if you're running for mastership, you have to get your personal volume up to 700,000 to be able to qualify to be sales master. Okay? I don't want to get into much of the sales master because just trying to get you guys to where you guys got to be able to make the $45 right now, which is the 300,000. So we always recommend everybody get to the 300,000 as quickly as possible, and then they work from there to get up to 700,000. If you run for mastership, you have to have that 700,000 to be able to be considered for sales master. Okay. And then
Thank you so much.
once you're running for Diamond Master, you have to get your PVs up to 1.5 million PVs before you can run for sale for Diamond Master. And then once you reach 2.4, you're lifetime qualified to earn everything on Atomy. Everything else is considered for commission base on your group volume. So it goes from your group volume starts for qualification 300,000, 1.5, no, I'm sorry, 700,000, 1.5, 2.4, then I believe it's 6 million, then 50 million, no, 20 million, then 50 million, and then that's you maxed out general commission. Once you reach 50 million on each side, and you're making close to that in general commission, then you're maxed out at general commission. But at that time, you should be running for mastership as well. So, and you should be at least close to a Sharon or a Star Master by that time. Okay, so that's it for me. It's 11:01. So, but otherwise, that's how the sign up process and everything works. Like I say, I'll go over a little bit of back office tomorrow and probably go over the global registration tomorrow night. Okay, so join me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. and I'll be doing back office training. Okay. So this got more in depth into the back office training on Wednesday. Okay. All
Thank
right.
you very
So
much.
you're welcome. So is there any other additional questions, or I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stage back over to CJ?
Okay, I'll just give you another minute or two. And Joseph, that one was for you. I'm glad that Nick was able to touch the subject that you were inquiring about this morning. All right. Well, it's now 2 minutes past the hour. Nick, really want to thank you for shining in this morning.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
We don't see you very often, but
Able
then,
to, yeah, I was able to chime in because, like I said, it's raining down here. So
okay.
I was able to jump in. Oh, of course, we can't leave without hearing from our one and only Sharon Rose Master, Mr. Bob Eugene. So, sir, if you want to go ahead, unmute your mic and say a couple words before we close out.
Yes.
Well, Nick,
One and only.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Allow me to take the time to express my gratitude to Nick for a well done job. CJ, I cannot go any further without telling to anyone that we are everlastingly indebted to you. Because from your high caliber brain, the momentum morning was born. Therefore, hats off to you, sir. Be ashamed to die.
Yes.
Before
Yes.
you have.
Yes. Yes.
See, JJ, where did you find this phrase, man? You hit me so hard this morning.
I follow in your footsteps, Mr. Bob.
No, you are the
Sincerely.
best, CJ.
Yes, we try.
When I grow up, I would like to be just like you. Be ashamed to die.
Yes.
Before having something big concreted in this world. You see, CJ, you know the words, right? What's the name of this guy, Horseman?
Yes.
CJ, after this class, I'm going to call you so that I can copy this, if you don't mind.
Of course. Of
You
course.
see, CJ, let's stay here on this phrase alone. Many people go through life, CJ, and there comes the last day. In 1 week, not even the wife remember the name. Because CJ, you were alive without having lived, really.
Well,
in
Bob,
the words of the ex-president of Ivory Coast,
yes,
Mr. Laurent Gbagbo, a man, when living, should be able to be remembered for something. You need to leave behind traces. The fundamental question, CJ, is how posterity will remember CJ when he is no longer around. CJ, let me tell you, the reason I love Atomy is precisely because I was about to die incognito. But CJ, I'm talking about a company that will allow you, CJ,
yes,
Miss Tabata Duran, myself, Mr. Nick, and all the Imperial Master here.
Yes, I love that.
Even the kids of your kids, CJ, will know that there was a man called Calvin James, allowing you thereby to harmonize your life with the biblical principle of Proverbs 13, verse 22. Please do not accuse me of being a preacher. I'm not one. Spare me this accusation.
Yes, we will spare you, Bob.
Oh, thank you, CJ. You're very kind. So, CJ,
you know you're of that caliber.
It would be flattering, you understand? But I do not want to take credit for nothing.
Go ahead,
you need to go to biblical school, all those. You know what I'm talking about, CJ.
Yes.
CJ, Proverbs 13, verse 22. Every man, every woman every mother should leave an inheritance to your children. CJ, not even your children, to your children. For you to be able to make an economical impact beyond your lifespan, CJ, you need to have a lot of money. CJ, a guy like myself, in the next 24 months, CJ, no less than 100,000 per month is acceptable. And again, I do not have 24. CJ, do you realize that Atomy is exploding all over the globe?
Well, this has been my prediction, Bob. I see the tsunami coming. I'm sorry, and I know it's going to happen.
CJ, what makes me happy is because I know that everyone here, you are given the opportunity of winning some victory for humanity. Horace Mann is right. CJ,
I'm sorry, Mr. Bob. Val, please mute yourself. Thank you.
I've muted her. She's done. Okay, thank you, Valerie. Go ahead, Mr. Bob.
Yes, CJ. CJ, many people here this morning do not realize that we are not going to see Atomy 2 times in the same life. Again, you are not going to see Atomy 2 times in the same life. Atomy is an historical accident. CJ, when you go to buy somewhere, CJ, the owner of the business is getting richer, yes or no?
Yes.
But you, what do you receive? You receive the supposed equivalent of what you pay for. So from both sides of the transaction, CJ, listen to me closely. The 2 parties involved do not have the same to gain. One is getting richer, the other receive a merchandise.
Okay.
CJ, I'm hoping you are following me. This is
Indeed.
not too much intellectual intensity here. Please follow me, please, CJ. I'm begging of you. I go to Walmart. The Walmart people are getting richer, yes or no? Myself,
Indeed,
I see the product.
Yes.
So from both sides of the transaction, the parties involved do not have the same to gain. Now watch what Atomy has done. CJ, every time you buy from your own store, mind you, CJ, when you buy, you do not buy from Atomy. Look at the site. You buy from yourself. The store is yours. That's the first thing people do not even take the time to think about. You buy from yourself. Yes or no?
That's right.
Okay. CJ, you receive PVs for each purchase, yes or no?
Correct.
So what are PVs? Every Friday, when you have an accumulation of PVs, what do every Friday? They deposit money by converting those PV into money, right?
That's right.
So is it fair to say when you buy from Atomy, you're getting paid from your own purchase? So let me elevate the understanding a little bit. For the first time, you have a transaction where the 2 parties involved are getting richer simultaneously. So what we are doing, please correct me, CJ. You know the philosophical posture that is mine. CJ, when you buy, please correct me, anyone. You're getting richer purchase after purchase. So what Atomy is doing, we are changing the DNA of purchase as we know it. We are offering to the world a new way to buy. CJ, can you buy from yourself?
Yes.
Valderine, Odi, Sylvia, Patience, can you buy from yourself? Tabata Duran, can you buy from yourself? Mr. Eugene, your humble servant, can you buy from yourself? CJ, we are the militants of a modern economy. We are in the process to democratize wealth in this universe. Mr. Hangelpak is an altruistic soul. He's a philanthropic type of guy. He said that, listen, the richest woman on the planet, CJ, do you know who she is?
French lady?
No, in the world. I'm talking about the Alicia Walton.
Yes.
The daughter of the Walmart people.
Correct.
The richest in the world. The one you just mentioned, CJ, that was good, but that the richest in Europe. But that's not the richest in the world. CJ, 196 billion. Do you know who she is? She's the daughter of the original owner of Walmart. CJ, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you went home and you see a take you check from Walmart?
Never.
Sylvia Dunn, when was the last time you received a check from Walmart? Valderine, when was the last time you received a thank you check from Walmart? What the owner of Atomy has done is say, listen, those platforms are wonderful, but the drama is that the wealth is monopolized by a select few. Now we are in the business to break down and spread the wealth all over the globe. Guy, what is so hard not to be able to explain to people? You should never underestimate an idea whose time has come. CJ, we are in the era of wealth democratization. When you see the volume of misery there is in the world, I cannot understand why, guys. You have something like Atom in your hands. You seem not to be able to build it to imperial master status. CJ, let me tell you, my life has never been a straight line. A lot of zigzag, like so many of you. When God is good enough to send a lemon in your corner, CJ, what do you do with the lemon?
I think that's lemonade.
That's what I'm thinking about. We're asking all of you to see the platform of Atomil as a lemon. We are just going to make a lemonade so that we can go back to our countries where we come from to retire in style. CJ, I want to take the time to thank you and Nick for having allowed me to chime in. My prayer, CJ, is everyone here can understand that I cannot make money than any one of you, because at $100,000 per month, CJ, there's a cap for everyone. Guys, let's do this. Aja.
Aja.
There we go.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank
well
you,
done.
gentlemen.
And don't stay away too long. We need to have you by the fire, Bob Eugene.
Absolutely, sir. I'll try. Believe me.
Absolutely.
Be ashamed to die.
Yes. Until you have won some victory for humanity. And that's the spirit of Atomy. Cherish the spirit. Create the vision. Follow the faith. Serve in humility. Again, Aja.
Aja.
Aja. Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Tuesday, Nelly. Have a great day. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow, 9:45 pregame.
Have
10
a
o'clock.
great day, everyone.
Have a great day. God bless.